Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of teams who come off losses just 1 week ago and now want to flip things back in a positive direction. It's the Jets going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the New York Jets. Now the rain is falling. How will that affect the passing game? We're about to find out here. This is the first drive of the contest. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 65 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
To throw on second down is Tannehill, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and it's 3rd and 5. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. Too much time has elapsed yet here in this one. Let's get you into the action here early in this first quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught. Stills right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And he fires one incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Indeed.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything
for my
open.
Madden 19 needed CPU
It
versus
did not. I
CPU.
thought he
You
might
would
get
be
outside
interested.
and just chuck it away.
Do you play
Dangerous
Madden?
pass, incomplete. To the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. He's going to let one. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And now a first down following that long gain. Again, Tannehill. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Now it's Bolden. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Yes.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
I would like to, but I work
It's
a
a
lot
great
and
job
don't
by
do
this
online.
secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down.
No worries, it's not online, it's offline, but it does require you to be active, so work is
And it's
important.
the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a new one. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Time to jump into the action, and we have a red zone alert as this defense looks to stop a 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Do you have to play every day?
A first down carry now for Crowell. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy
No,
to do
not
the
every
ball
day.
against
Your
them
team
either.
plays once a week.
Again, it's Crowell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Time.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield?
So I do games every Monday through Friday.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a
Like I stream them so you don't even need the gameplay books would be tricky though.
Here's Bolden. 20.
More times cause I work in Olympiad.
Way in for a Miami touchdown. Brandon Bolden, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are in for 6. There in the 2nd quarter, Heinz Field.
It would be mean CT. Can't do it.
So late 2nd quarter, this offense with the football trailing by 3. Can they get into range and tie it, or maybe get in the end zone and take the lead into intermission? A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51.5, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either, an NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Now it's Tannehill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a play fake here on first down. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
for the offer. No problem.
Second quarter at Heinz Field, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. Andy Dalton with 1 touchdown pass thus far. From the red zone now. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and now it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
He'll drop to throw. This is Crowell on the catch. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a big 3rd down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the 3rd quarter.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the standard.
A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter? Boulder. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call.
A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter? They run with Boulder. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Ryan Fitzpatrick, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. They'll run again with Bolden, extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And this seemingly endless drive continues. And again this time to the tailback. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tannehill now to throw. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. So out now come the Jets. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth now in Minneapolis. And it was the Vikings able to take home the victory. Kirk Cousins, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. And now Ryan Tannehill becomes a focus of our players' spotlight. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Curtis.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air boom, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly. Wise beyond his years. So for Miami, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You have a big decision to make about one of your players. go.